What is up, YouTube? Dukes here with another historic pack analysis for you because we got 6 new historic packs, and I'll just go through them real quickly. We have the San Antonio Spurs from 97-98, Houston Rockets from 93-94, Bulls from 97-98, Hawks from 70-71, Celtics from 85-86, and the Lakers from 86-87. Now, if you notice, the pricing changes. These first two here are both 14,500 and 3750 VC. These two here are both 16,000 and 6,000 VC. As well as the Celtics pack. So this is 16,000 and 6,000 VC. And then finally the Lakers pack is the most expensive, 22,500 MT or 10,000 VC. Now, to go through these, let's just go through the analysis of these different packs. This first pack, as you can probably guess, it has the Admiral, David Robinson. David Robinson is rated 93 overall, and in this game, in 97-98, David Robinson, he is basically a prototypical center. He has a great fadeaway, great hands, but he's prototypical. Got the good rebounding, got the good blocking, got the good low post offense. Prototypical center, very good center. And for 3750 VC, that's not bad at all, especially because you also get Tim Duncan. And Tim Duncan in 97-98 in that pack is better than the Tim Duncan that you currently have. And the Tim Duncan that we currently have is I can't remember what he is overall, but he's less than this right here, 97-98 Tim Duncan, who is 89 overall. And this Tim Duncan is great in the post, block, rebounding, hands, shooting traffic. Again, he's better overall than Tim Duncan that is today's Tim Duncan. Just a comparison, how they are a little different. The major thing that I saw in differences is that today's Tim Duncan has a very good mid-range. Today's Tim Duncan has 92 overall mid-range, and the 97-98 Tim Duncan has a poor mid-range at 65. But pretty much every other category that you look at, he's at least a little bit better. Basically, as you look at the differences between these, the younger version is going to be more athletic, and the older version tends to, not always, but tends to be a better shooter. And you'll see that theme throughout this analysis. Next, we go to the Houston Rockets pack, 93-94. And of course, this has Hakeem Olajuwon. And Hakeem is 97 overall. So arguably the best center you can get. I mean, Bill Russell, I think, is 98 overall. Wilt is also very good. But Hakeem is the dream. And he's got great post move. And looking through his stats, the only downside that I saw with Hakeem, if I had to look through and pick a downside, it was that his offensive rebounding was below average. It was at 75 overall. After Hakeem, it's a huge drop off. The next best player is 82, Otis Thorpe. So if you're looking for great players, you're not going to really use anybody else except Hakeem. But just a couple other players. There's Sam Cassell, Kenny the Jet Smith, and one more I'm trying to think of that's popular. Robert Horry. That's it. Then we go to the price jump. So we go to 16,000 MT, 6,000 VC. And again, if you just got the game, this is probably a pack you want to go for. If you had the game for a while, you probably already have Michael Jordan and or Scottie Pippen. And that is who is in this pack. You have a 99 overall Jordan, 89 overall Pippen, and 86 overall Rodman. So I don't really think I need to touch on this anymore because we've had so many Chicago Bulls packs. The next one, the 70-71 Atlanta Hawks. They have 4 players who are in their 80s overall. So if you just got this game and you're looking for some depth, this might be the pack to get because it has a lot of people in the 80s overall. So this is a good depth pack, but not a great player pack. So if we look at the players, you've got Lou Hudson, who's 86 overall. He's very good on offense, mediocre on defense, as an 81 for his speed. You also have Pistol Pete Maravich, 84 overall, Bridges, 81 overall, and Bellamy, 80 overall. So those are the 4 players. Now this right here, the Celtics pack, is, I'm going to call it a trap pack, because you think of the 85-86 Celtics, you're obviously thinking of Larry Bird. And in this game, Larry Bird is 96 overall. However, if you are going for Larry Bird, you need to go into the NBA Today and then go to practice mode and then go to the Celtics and try out Larry Bird, because his jump shot is so hard to time up. Basically, you have to release before it looks like you should. He doesn't jump very high. So he barely jumps off the ground. So that peak for his shot, he comes up and comes right back down. So often it is, when you try it out, your shot's going to be very late or late. And it's I probably took 50 shots with him in the practice mode, maybe 40, and I think I only got 2 or 3 that were excellent release. It is difficult to get his shot as an excellent release. And, you know, I think 2K kind of screwed this up. Obviously, he's 96 overall. I think you're more likely to make Wilt Chamberlain free throws with excellent than you are to make a Larry Bird jump shot with excellent, which is pretty bad if you ask me. Larry Bird was just put in the Mount Rushmore for Kobe Bryant and LeBron James in that best 4 players or 4 most important players, and 2K just couldn't get his jump shot to be good or timed right. So to me, that's very disappointing. And I'm telling you right now, I'm probably not going for this Boston Celtics pack because of Larry Bird not having a great jump shot. And now if you're curious who else is in this pack, you're not sure, you have McHale, who is good offensively, good close and in the post, but he has 66 strength. So I've actually played against Kevin McHale when it was the computer, and I played with Sean Kemp, and I posted up Kevin McHale all day. He was easy to score on. Granted, that was Sean Kemp, but regardless, he was easy to score on. And then you have Robert Parrish, who's 86 overall, if you need a decent center, and Dennis Johnson, 81 overall. Next up, we have this final pack right here, which is expensive. I mean, if you have to spend something on it, I would rather spend MT points than the VC points, because you look down here, you can almost get 3 of these packs, 3 Spurs packs for 1 Lakers pack. But MT wise, they're a lot closer. So if you're gonna spend points, I would spend MT on this pack. And who we're looking at for this pack is the young Magic Johnson and a younger James Worthy. And I really wanted to compare the older versions and the younger versions, and here's what I came up with. The Magic Johnson young, so in this pack, young, Magic Johnson young, 95 overall. Old Magic Johnson, 95 overall as well. Young Magic Johnson is a better driver. He's more athletic. Young Magic Johnson, this one is a worse shooter and worse in the post. This young one is faster and is better on ball defense. So not as good of a shooter, not as good at posting up, but more athletic and better on ball defense. James Worthy. This James Worthy is 85 overall. The older one is 87 overall. So this one, the young one, is more athletic. This one is a close to the basket player and post player with average defense. And the older one, a little bit of a better shooter. And again, not as athletic. This Lakers pack also has Michael Cooper, who's 83 overall, and Byron Scott, who is 83 overall. So, long-winded going through all those packs. I know, I'm sorry, but I wanted to be in-depth for you guys. So, again, let's see me ranking these from best to worst for value. The two best for value are these two. Easily. You get this one, you get a better power forward than any current power forward in Tim Duncan, young Tim Duncan. And you get, if you complete, I don't know if the reward for completing the pack is David Robinson, but if it is, you get definitely a very good center in David Robinson. Here, you get Hakeem Olajuwon, arguably the best center in the game, and it's cheap, $37.50. Now again, I imagine you have to complete the pack for him, but you get Hakeem Olajuwon. So those two, I think, are the best. This one I'm not really even going to talk about, just because probably most of you have Jordan. So I'd say that this one is the most valuable, second most valuable for how much you have to pay. And then it gets murky. I don't know if I'm going to buy any of these, because Larry Bird's jump shot is bad. So I might rank that one my least favorite, because Mikal can't play great defense and Larry Bird can't shoot with his release. And I don't want any players from here, but if you want depth, it'd be good to get players from here. And then this is just expensive. So I'd probably, if you had to force me to pick, I'm not even going to include Chicago Bulls. Number 1, number 2 for value, number 3, number 4, number 5, but I'm not really going to get those last two. I might go for the Lakers pack, depends on how quick I get Hakeem. I'm going for Hakeem. So I want you guys stay tuned, because I am going to do some pack openings, and I think that first one, I think it's got to be for Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. Alright guys, I appreciate you watching. Please like, please subscribe, and please comment if this was helpful to you at all. Just quick takeaways. One thing that I just want to really quickly reiterate: test out Larry Bird's jump shot before you try to complete this pack. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Peace out.